Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. We are here, you are here, you are here. You're here on day one of the drop of Mistwatch, Hanson Chien. It drops today. Sales start today, Wednesday, right now. A lot of people have been asking about this. I've had people asking for this on my channel. People asking me like, did you get it? Is it any good? People wanting to know, and I've been holding on to this for a little bit. I've had it for about a week, and so been playing with it, and I've been chomping at the bit because I wanted to tell you all about it, but I had to wait. I had to wait till today, right? So super excited about it. Yeah. What is it? Mistwatch is a watch, right? It's a watch that emits smoke, okay? Not mist, it should look like smoke, right? So anytime you've seen a magician like rub something in their hands and like smoke comes out, or you're doing a transformation, turning one thing into another, and it happens right in the hands, Mistwatch will enable you to do that. And short sleeves. Short sleeves and clean and easy and multiple ways to get the effect. There's so much stuff we have to cover. So let's jump right into it. Now, normally I might not open the box and show you everything that you get inside, but I'm going to this time, because if you actually go to hansonchien.com, you're gonna see everything that's in the box. Like, they show you everything. And when you watch the trailer, they show you everything. So in reality, there's nothing hidden here. You are gonna see everything when you go to Hanson's website. So you're gonna see everything that's in the box. You're gonna see exactly how it works. You are going to know exactly what your money gets you. But you can clearly see this is a big box, right? This is substantial, and magnetic enclosure box, right? So let's bust it open and look inside. And we'll start with the small things and work our way up to the big things. So USB cable, because the smoke device is USB powered. The watch is battery powered, which means they act independently of each other. So even if your USB runs out and the smoke device doesn't work anymore, it doesn't stop the watch from working, because the watch is completely independent. So that's awesome. You'll also get a Velcro strap so that you can wear the remote around your arm. And you'll also get a small vial of glycerin. Now you might think that's not a lot, but here's the reality. There's an eyedropper inside of this, and you only need one drop. One drop of this will give you between 3 and 5 uses of smoke. So one tiny drop, that's all you need, will get you between 3 and 5 uses of smoke. The next set of items you get are the remote and the strap for the remote. Now these can work independently of each other. Of course, you can hold on to the remote yourself and activate the button. This will enable the device to go off right away. So as soon as you push the button, it'll start to emit smoke. So this would be great to have held by someone who's off stage, right? If someone was watching you and they were going to time it perfectly, they could just hold this off stage, hit the button, and the smoke would come out. Otherwise, you could slip this into the arm holder and you could activate it that way, unseen under your clothing. And this is the watch right here. The first thing you'll notice is it has a rubber strap, okay? There's a rubber strap. This is all metal, and it does say quartz watch on the front. And like I said, it is USB powered for the smoke device. And you're literally looking at the two different levels. Like, the lower device is the smoke aspect, and the top device is the watch. And you can actually turn it off right there. So if you wanted to leave the smoke device off, you didn't want to drain the battery, you could just turn it off and then turn it on when you're ready to perform, and turn it right back off and save your USB charge. Now there is a difference between wearing it on the left hand and the right hand. Hanson Chien has a video for us left-handed folks about how to wear this on the left hand so that the smoke goes the right direction, because obviously if you're holding it this way, you want the smoke to shoot up the hand. And so depending on where you wear it on the right hand or the left hand, you'd want to make sure it was shooting in the same direction. So that right there is the thickness of the watch. I really want you to see its profile and how tall it is, how tall it would rest on your hand. So it's going to be that high up, right? It's going to be that, it's going to have that much of a profile. So I think that's important, that you kind of see exactly what it looks like, because watches are stylish, right? Watches are like shoes, watches are like belts. They're accessories, and they really need to complement you and your style. They need to look like something that you would actually wear and go with, you know, the rest of your outfit. I think most of us that pay attention to accessories would know that if you're wearing a black watch, then hopefully you're not also wearing a brown belt and brown shoes, right? You want your accessories to match. And so just giving you the skinny, as it were, on the watch and what it looks like. Okay, so we said that there was the remote that could be activated by somebody who's off stage. It could also be activated by you wearing it. And there's also a third way to activate the smoke. There's actually a button on the watch itself. So you could push that button. There's a little bit of a delay. The watch will then vibrate to let you know, here comes the smoke. So there's a little bit of vibration that lets you know now it's going to start, so that you're not second guessing yourself. You know, you're not counting going, okay, it's going to be now, okay? It just vibrates and says, here comes the smoke. Then you know to make your large action, right? And then it's going to smoke for 4 to 5 seconds. If you hold the remote down, of course, it'll go longer, but just hitting the button itself, 4 to 5 seconds. And like I said, one drop should get you 3 to 5 smoke activations, depending on how long you push the button for. All right, so is it what I thought? Well, yes, because like I said, everything's revealed in the trailer. Go watch the trailer, right? Go to the product page, and you're gonna see everything. The curtain's been pulled back. There's no surprises here. You're gonna see everything you need to know. And then plus, just watching me, you're gonna know everything else, right? So you should be able to make a very good purchase with this. You should know exactly what you're getting. It is $300. $300. That shouldn't be too surprising, as magic watches tend to be very expensive. I haven't purchased any watches that were that inexpensive that did something like this. Now, I've never had a smoke watch before, and like, wasn't there one like Vapor or something like that? I've never had a smoke watch, or I've never had a watch that shoots fire or something like that. So this is kind of like my first toy, right? Or utility, really. I've had a couple of other watches that were more for mentalism and more for like playing cards, but not one that emits smoke. And there's not that many available. So me doing my review today was crucial, because I kind of knew that if I waited, there's a good chance they could sell out, because like I said, there's been a lot of buzz about this. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? The video is 28 minutes long. It is a YouTube video with English subtitles. As far as what he's gonna cover, he's gonna go over what you get, turning it off and on, how to charge it, the 3 different modes of activating the smoke device, how to load the smoke, care and maintenance. His trick idea, he has one where you just take your finger and dip it into a glass filled with water, and you put the water drops in your hand, and then you rub your hands and you turn the water into smoke. And then he talks to you about how to wear it on your wrist, and then how to switch out the battery. And like I said, there's another video that you can watch really quickly about how to wear it for a left-handed person. Pocket space, there's no pocket space, it's wrist space. And like I said, you don't need the remote. You can do this just with the button activation on the side of the watch. That's how I would do it. I don't have any problem hitting it and then going away from it, because it doesn't activate right away. So there is a little bit of delay there already. It's not like you push the button and smoke comes out, right? You push the button and then you can wait. There's a time delay. So I don't have any problem using it without the remote. I think the remote's great for somebody maybe off stage, but I don't feel the need to carry the remote. I'd rather have less on me, right? So I appreciate the fact that it's all contained just within the watch. All right, so what about angles and inspectability? Let's talk about angles and inspectability. It is bulky, right? The watch is bulky both on the top and the bottom. The smoke device is coming off of the bottom side of your wrist, and the extra flap of the watch band that you tuck over is kind of going over the smoke device and covering it. And I didn't really fully understand that. I had to kind of watch the video a couple times to see, like, okay, this is how you put it on, and that the smoke device, it's kind of like a web shooter. If you know what Spider-Man's web shooters look like, it kind of looks like that, where the device is here and it's shooting this way, right? And it's kind of bulky like Spider-Man's web shooters too. So I've seen some people wear it with short sleeves, and knowing the profile of modern watches are getting smaller and thinner. So to see a large watch, already I think there's a little bit of like, hey, your watch is kind of big. So I don't know. I guess it's all going to depend on how it looks on you. I think watches are kind of like glasses, you know? You have to try them on and go, well, this looks good on me. Like, I think this looks good. So that's why I'm trying to show you what the watch looks like as much as possible, because hoping that you can picture it, that you can see yourself wearing it. You want it to look like your watch. You don't want it to look like a prop. Setup and reset. Let's talk about that. Like I said, there's one drop, right? Just one drop from an eyedropper, and you're set to go from 3 to 5 times. If you were going to reset, you would obviously need to go off camera, behind the scenes, off stage, and reset. The instructions say you need to wait before you reload it. You want to make sure that everything cools down. There is a heating coil inside there that heats up, and that's what activates the liquid and turns it into smoke. And you don't want to drop cold liquid onto a hot coil. Hanson warns in the video, if you do that, there's a good chance your coil could break. And there was no mention of, and here's what you do if your coil breaks. I would assume if your coil breaks, you're in trouble. So this is probably something that if you're going to use it, you know that you're going to get 3 to 5 uses out of it, maybe that night, and then you're going to put it away. Or, you know, go backstage, have a lunch break, right? Wait 30 minutes, wait for your watch to cool down, reinsert the next drop, and then get back out there. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? You can do it in short sleeves. You can do it without the remote. You can do it 3 different ways, right? 3 different activation ways to trigger the device. You can do this alone. You can do this with an accomplice. It's all self-contained. It's stylish. There's so many positives. So many positives. I think a lot of people have been waiting for a utility like this. All right, negatives. What are the negatives? Like I said, the profile of the watch is tall. Okay, it almost looks like 2 watches stacked on top of each other. Watches today, the profile are very small. Also, the fact that the emitter is fragile. That's something, it's not a negative, I'm just saying it's something you have to be aware of. Like I said, I didn't see anything about, oh, and if you break it, this is what you can do. When I heard that warning, I was like, I want to be very careful and not break it. Like, for as much time as he said to wait until it cools down, in my head, I'm like, I'm going to triple that time or quadruple that time. Like, I'm going to wait. So, because I would really want to, because $300, I want to take care of it. I don't want anything to happen to it. There's also a little bit of fan noise. The web shooter has a little tiny fan in it. Very small little, looks like the same kind of fan that you'd find inside of a PC, like a tower, but very small. And it like winds up, right? Hanson says that if you're someplace like a crowded restaurant or a bar, obviously you wouldn't hear it. Of course, if you were doing parlor or stage, you wouldn't hear it, but you should be aware of it, right? You should be aware of it, that it makes a tiny fan noise that you might want to make sure gets covered. Is it worth your money? I already said it's 300 bucks, right? $300, and not a lot of these. Not a lot of these watches like this sell out. They do. Every watch that I've pretty much ever purchased has sold out, and I know people love smoke, right? Shin Lim made it super popular to like rub your hands or blow or make smoke come out, and so we're kind of all thinking like that's the coolest thing is to make smoke. So I can see a lot of people going for this. So if you're thinking about it, I wouldn't hover your finger over the buy now for very long. Something like this is gonna go. So that's everything I can say about Mistwatch Hanson Chien. I hope I've answered all your pertinent questions. But like I said, head on down to the product page. Go down to the product page, watch the trailer. That should answer every single one of your questions. If you have any additional questions, I am more than happy to answer those below. I am not like other YouTubers. I talk back. I answer questions. And if I helped you out, do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow, push all those buttons. That's not just me blah, blah, blahing. I'm serious. It would really help me, and it encourages me to keep on going. Big, huge thanks to Hanson Chien for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you want to purchase it, that's where you should go. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.